Well, good morning and welcome back to Finding My Online Biz. Keith A here, going on a beautiful beach walk again this morning. Well, I haven't been down on the beach for a couple of weeks because I sort of got attacked on the beach a couple of weeks back. Some woman come up and I had headphones in and I was recording. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but apparently she reckoned a dog was attacking her. And when I looked around, yeah, there was a dog there. I called it to myself. Didn't seem to be attacking her. I don't know what the story was or what her story was. But then she walks away and starts abusing out of me just because I didn't hear her. And for those who may not know, I'm pretty deaf. So, you know, if I hear anything, that's a bit of a miracle anyway. But it really did put me off doing the videos because the last thing I needed was to be on the beach being accosted by people abusing me and putting... So I haven't been down for a few weeks. So today I want to just talk about, you know, the judgment of others. You know, not very many people are going to understand why you're doing a YouTube channel or whatever you're doing, Instagram or one of the other social media pages. Most people aren't going to get it. They're happy to watch, they're happy to see the content, things like that, but they're not likely to be out there making any content. So I really suggest just hit the record and start recording, because it doesn't matter what other people think. It's quite irrelevant. It doesn't matter what other people or how other people may judge your content. Just become a content creator. Create your content the best you can. Learn to edit the best way you can. Learn to do the skills that are needed for good content creation, and just do it. Your family may not even understand. They may say, well, why the heck are you putting yourself out there on video? If you're out there on the beach and people are just abusing you, why would you bother? But if I want to, it's like anything else. It's like any other muscle. You want to become good at something, you've just got to do it. You've got to do it and keep doing it. Otherwise, you just simply don't become any good at it. So my encouragement today is to ignore the judgment of others. The good book says, don't judge lest you be judged. And so, you know, it's really important, I think, that we as content creators understand that people have their own thinking on things, their own way of doing stuff, and it's not always going to be smooth sailing. Sometimes you may get negative comments. I've been fortunate thus far. I haven't had very many. In fact, I've had no negative comments. I really do appreciate all you guys who have subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate those of you that have taken the time out of your day just to comment. And of course, like as always, you know, comment, share, subscribe, all of those kinds of things. Hit the notification bell and, you know, you'll get the next few videos. If you're doing it and they're just talking about it, you know, you're a step ahead. That's the point. Always be that step ahead. There's plenty of people out there saying woulda, coulda, shoulda, but never did nothing. If you're out there creating content to the best of your ability, then that's all anyone can ask. If you keep at it, you will get better. You will simply get better at content creation. You'll get better at video. With time and practice, I'll get better at that as well. So don't take the judgment of others. Just do it regardless. Gary V did an interesting vlog the other day on that whole thing about people judging, you know, what you're doing online and stuff. Well, it was a good video. There's a lot coming in YouTube, I think, over the next few years. YouTube just got hit by a big fine because some of its content's not appropriate for certain age groups. Now, I would suggest as a content creator that you think about that. Not that we're conforming, not that we're trying to remove who we are as a person. If you look at normal TV, unless the show specifically says this is you know, it'll say it's PG, it's M, it's you know, R-rated, it's X-rated, whatever it may be, so that the people who are viewing know what it's going to be. If your language is expletive in nature, you might want to say that up front. This is just the way I talk, and that's fine as long as you've said it up front. So that will be a judgment call that will be made on many channels coming up, where the content will be deemed, will be censored in some way, shape or form, and the initial censoring will be just to pull it down. So if that's the type of content you like to create, that's fine, but just tell people up front, this is the type of content it is. And if it's in your face particularly, make sure you say that. My content's not quite like that. I think I'm pretty PG. So, you know, don't worry about the judgment of people too much, but let them know the kind of content that you are going to create. It just keeps YouTube safe, keeps the platform safe. It allows people the choice to either watch or not watch. The days of clickbait and all that sort of stuff, they're fast disappearing. If the clickbait that you're using is actually what your content is, then that's fine. That's no big drama at all. But if it's clickbait and then your content's nothing like that, it's like I could have put up that post, because I was videoing at the time when the woman was abusing me. I could have put that up and went, well, you know, look at this woman abusing some random guy on the beach. I could have done that, but it's not my style. You know, I'm not into that kind of into that kind of thing. You know, I think that, yeah, I'm sure I would have got a lot of views from it and stuff like that. I err on the side of caution. I figured that the lady was probably stressed. There was stuff going on in her life. Often the issue's never the issue. The problem's not the problem. I was just a random guy on the beach that she decided that she would vent her fear and anger on. Oh, I hope she did all right. That's what happens. People get frustrated, they get angry, get frayed, and they vent that on other people. And you know, when you're thinking about your content creation, lots of people out there just wouldn't do it. They wouldn't put themselves out there. They wouldn't put themselves on camera. They're afraid to be seen. Oh, what if somebody sees me? Well, so what? Don't worry about the judgment of others. Be concerned about what you want to do. What is it that you want to do? What kind of content do you want to produce? And get out there and make something awesome. Just get in there. I love Roberto Blake. He's a fantastic YouTuber. I watch a lot of his stuff, but he has a tagline, make something awesome today. And I love that. I think that's awesome. Brody Johnson said, what does he say? He says, amplify your message. I love that too. That's really good. And a lot of these guys have great taglines. So don't get caught up in the judgment of others. Just don't worry about it. Don't be concerned. You know, my channel's got all of 20 people, and thank you so much to every single one of you who took the time to subscribe and to send me a little note to say that you appreciated these videos. I appreciate that. To know that people are watching and they're not just clicking on and clicking off, which is what, you know, most people do. People are on YouTube for how-tos, and I do some tutorials as well. I've got a tutorial out shortly on how to use Procreate on the iPad. That either comes out, it'll either be out just before this video or it'll be out just after, one of those things, but you'll see it. Until next time, enjoy the journey, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.